Hello YouTube, watch my stuff 117. I'm actually gonna do a HD, a full collection update, because I noticed that you guys have been kind of seeing like bits and pieces if you haven't even watching my HD updates, so you've been just kind of seeing like bits and pieces of each and every update. And then I have some more coming in. There probably will be some today. I'm not sure if they are gonna come in today or what. If so, I'll put like that video up tomorrow. But yeah, I just kind of want to show a full as of today. So yeah, here it goes. First off, The Italian Job. Now this movie was really, I like this movie. It was really cool, and a lot of action. It had a good cast to it. Edward Norton, Mark Wahlberg, Charlize Theron, and then it had that guy from Scooby-Doo too. I can't think of his name though. The red-headed guy. He was in there too. But yeah, what it is about is they have a partner who goes rogue on them in the beginning, so like 2 years later they plan to take him down, and that's how it kind of plays out. But it's a really good movie, really interesting concept and everything. I liked it. It was a fun to watch movie and everything. So yeah, it was good. Next movie, Swordfish, with Halle Berry, Hugh Jackman, John Travolta, and Don Cheadle. Now this is about like computer hackers, and I've only seen bits and pieces. And yes, Halle Berry's titties are shown in this movie. Yeah, I know, big surprise. But yeah, that's it's not the main reason I watched it though. No. It looked cool, but I want to finish it. I only kind of seen bits and pieces from being at friends' houses and they had it on and various other things. But yeah, looked like a good movie, and that was one of the ones I got for like $2 too. The Heartbreak Kid with Ben Stiller. This is about, from the guys who brought There's Something About Mary. And this one's about Ben Stiller gets engaged to this woman, marries her, and then finds out it's not the woman he thought he married. And then he falls in love with another woman while on his honeymoon with the woman he married that he doesn't want to be married to anymore. So yeah. Alright, Jarhead with Jake Gyllenhaal and Peter Sansgrado or something, Chris Cooper, and Jamie Foxx. Now I only got to watch the first 5 minutes of this because this is like the movie that my HD DVD player wasn't working. I did fix the problem, however. You gotta take your disc if you're watching it and you're like, oh man, my HD is not working. What the hell do I do? You take your disc and you take Windex, and I got this from a guy off of Facebook too. I was talking to him. And so you like soak the disc with Windex, even if it's clean. Just soak it with Windex. And then clean it to the point where it looks pretty shiny and everything. Again, it looks good as new. And then, for some reason, it plays all the way through. No problems at all. But yeah, so I've only seen the first 5 minutes or so of this movie. I do want to finish watching it because it looked really cool. And it's about Jake Gyllenhaal goes to, it's a war, the 1989, I think it's the Gulf. No, not the Gulf. Forgot where exactly this takes place, but yeah, it looked really cool. So yeah. The Game with Michael Douglas. It's from the directors of Seven. This movie's about a rich man who, for his birthday, his brother gives him a gift that will change his life, because since he's so rich, he's had everything and he's getting bored. He doesn't know what to do, so he gives him this gift, and it turns out, and it's cool at first, but then it like totally messes up his life. And so yeah, he's got it. It's kind of looks a little creepy, actually, because there's like a little clown on the back or something. I don't even know. That thing's freaking weird. But yeah, I don't know. The Frighteners of Michael J. Fox. Now this is director cut, and this is also from Peter Jackson. And so this looked pretty cool. And I like Michael J. Fox from Back to the Future and all that. And I saw this at the bookstore, but I didn't pick it up, and then I kicked myself for it. And now I got it off here because I saw the trailer and it looked pretty cool. And it's something about they got to defeat this demon that like kills dead people, I think, or something like that. I'm not even sure. It's really weird. This movie I never got. I bought it and I watched the trailer. I didn't really understand it, but it just looked kind of interesting concept. Brad Pitt's Babble. Now I don't really know exactly. All I remember from the trailer is that his wife is killed or captured or something like that in this in a third world country where she's on like peacekeeping work, and somehow it affects all these other people's lives around the globe. I'm not exactly sure. It looked cool though. It looked like an interesting movie. It's called A Genuine Masterpiece. Okay, I just started watching this last night, Pretty funny so far. Blades of Glory with John Heder and Will Ferrell. This is about the first male duo of ice skaters, and at first they're rivals, and I got 12 minutes in, and so yeah, it's very funny so far, and this definitely is cool. I like it a lot. They like fight and everything. It's great. All right, I got this for $2 as well. The HD DVD and DVD combo format of Firewall with Harrison Ford and Paul Bettany. And what this is about is Harrison Ford's a banker, a family man. He's got a family. He's got 2 kids, and because I saw this movie, 2 kids and a wife. Okay, and so this guy, they pretend to be pizza delivery people, and they end up taking over their house, and they keep him hostage. And they're like really creepy about it because they like just kind of live amongst them and everything, and just they're really creepy hostage situation. And so then Harrison Ford, what he has to do in order to get his family out of hostage is take like a bunch of money out of the bank. And so then basically the whole story is trying to get away and stuff. It's kind of like Kindergarten Cop a little bit, I thought, but yeah. Except I like Firewall. It's really cool. So yeah. This was based off the popular first-person shooter from the 90s, Doom, with Carl Urban, The Rock, and wow, they literally put The Rock on there. Wow. And Brian Urlacher in there, and I don't know. I was curious how they transformed from a game to a movie. So I haven't quite seen it. I got it for fairly cheap though, so that's good. And hopefully it's good. I'm not sure yet, but hopefully it's good. All right, next one is it's one of the first. Yeah, Serenity. This was one of the first HD DVDs to come out on the market. As to what I've read, I'm not sure if it's true or not, but that's what I've read. And I'm not exactly. All I know is this is set in the future, and it's based off of, I believe, a TV show, loosely based off of. I'm not exactly sure, but it just looked pretty cool. And also I want to see how it looks on HD and everything. I want to see how all this stuff looks on HD because I have a terrible TV, what I play these off of, and I gotta get a new TV because like you can't even tell it's HD. Like it's like one of those big boxy TVs that were like huge back in the 90s and even the 80s. I'm sorry, the 80s. But yeah, no, I gotta get a TV that actually shows these things in full quality. I really do. But yeah, Serenity looked pretty cool, and it's a thrilling original science fiction creation. This one's The Kingdom with Jamie Foxx, Chris Cooper, and Jennifer Gardner. It's another war film, and when I got Jarhead, I also saw this was on HD, and I wanted to get this too, so I did. And what it's about is it's combo format too. Wow. It's about they take down Saddam Hussein or something like that in this movie, or I think it's Saddam Hussein. I think that's what it's about. I'm not sure. I think that's what it's about in here. All right. The next one, I love this movie. It's so cool. The Mummy with Brendan Fraser. This movie was awesome. This is set in like the 20s and 30s. Yeah, partially 20s in the beginning, and it's set in the 30s. And it's about him and his wife are like Tomb Raider kind of people. Or he's a Tomb Raider, she's a scientist. So anyway, he got out of the war. He was in the war, and they were fighting in this ancient mummy tomb. And then he's the only one that survived this onslaught because there was like this like thing I haven't seen in a while, so give me a second. It's like a mummy or something kills a lot of people, and he's the only one that sees it, so he runs away. He's scared to death. And so he comes back later to this thing because of someone approached him with a lot of money to check this out. So him and his brother-in-law, and her and his wife, they go, and then of course it's the mummies come to life, and it's just a really cool movie. It's awesome, and the mummy follows him to the city. It's awesome. It's great. All right. Next one is Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire. I love all the Harry Potters, and this was actually one of the first HDs that I purchased, or I had. I got it for a gift, but yeah. I loved all the Harry Potters. They look fantastic because I saw them on a good TV. Yeah. And then this HD DVD in combo format of Order of the Phoenix, Harry Potter again. Love it. Looks great. They're awesome. And I would try telling you what this one is about but there's so much. Like, I've seen all the Harry Potters, every single one, and I can't tell you just from the title what they're about because there's so much that goes on in each movie. But yeah, all right, this is one that came with my HD DVD player. is with Matt Damon, the Bourne Identity. Now I love this movie. It was great. I love all the Bournes. I mean, he played a fantastic role, and they were just so. They're like, what was I gonna say? They're such cool spy films. Really are cool, and it just all the stuff that goes down, the conspiracies, the action, everything. This movie is just the definition of awesome. I mean, I love the Bourne series. It's great. And that was one of the two. The other one it was actually 300 that came with it, and then somehow I think someone stole it from me or something. I forgot. I really do. It got lost along the way. But that was the only one. That was the only one that got lost. Next one is the Bourne Ultimatum, again with Matt Damon. HD DVD and combo format as well. And again, love the series. It's great. This was the third one, the third installment and the last installment with Matt Damon, I believe. And so, yeah, I mean, yeah, that was it. And then they have the ones that came out with the new one, the Legacy. Yeah, it's called Legacy, Bourne Legacy. That came out with that other guy from Arrow. Can't think of his name. Or not Arrow. He played the Arrow guy in the Avengers. I can't think of his name, though. But yeah, I love that movie. This movie as well, just the action and everything. It was great. Next one is I wanted to see this for a while. I haven't got a chance, and I just got it. Brad Pitt's Troy and Orlando Bloom. Troy's director's cut. Now this movie just looked awesome. I mean, the action there is so cool, and Brad Pitt playing Troy has got to be awesome. I mean, look at it. He just looks like freaking nuts on the disc right there. If you can see that. I mean, his eyes are like freaking like. It looks high, Jesus. But yeah, this movie looks great, and I can't wait to see it on HD. And what it's about, if you don't know, is the Greek story of the king's wife Helena cheats on him with a God, what is it? I had this story down. She cheats on him with like a peasant boy, and then they run away to another. Oh yeah. He cheats on him cheats on her husband with a prince, and so they run away back to the other kingdom, and then there's a war over it. Fantastic. But yeah. Next movie here is the HD and combo format. Jamie Foxx and Colin Farrell's Miami Vice extended director's cut. Now this was a famous TV show a while ago, and I've only seen a couple of the TV show's episodes, but I watched the trailer of this. And what looked really cool. What it's about is Colin Farrell, what I got out of the trailer, falls in love with one of the enemies, and Jamie Foxx believes while they're undercover, and Jamie Foxx believes that he's getting too close, like he's getting too into his cover, like kind of like mistaking it for real life and not realizing they're undercover or something like that. But yeah, it looked pretty cool. And I got the rated and unrated director's cut, which is great. Next one here. Well, I still got a lot to go, man. Alright, next one here. HD DVD combo format of Army of Darkness. And so far, by the way, I have 35, I believe. Now, all I remember, I saw that, I didn't know what the hell this thing was going to be. And when I first saw it, the trailer or anything, I just kind of like, I just saw this in a lot of people's collections. I thought it's a horror flick, and it's not for me. So then I decided to watch a trailer. And I'm like, okay, I'm going to watch it. And so I watched it, and it actually looked pretty cool. And I think it makes fun of the horror genre a little bit, because he's got to fight the undead and everything. But, yeah, the famous line is the boomstick thing. But, yeah, it's got Bruce Campbell in it as well. But, yeah, so it looks pretty cool. And, yeah, I really can't wait to see this. And it doesn't look like it's super violent either, which is good, because, I don't mind it, but just I don't like that, like Saw ultra violent. Like, I'm not going to watch that kind of shit, you know? Except for this next movie. Not this movie, the next one's coming up. There's a couple of them in here. Alright, this is based on a true story. Angelina Jolie's A Mighty Heart. And this actually looked, like, incredibly cool. I mean, it looked really interesting, and the story looked awesome. And just, like, it's about her husband. They're both reporters, I believe. And then her husband is reporting kind of this dangerous case. And then he ends up getting captured. And then they're in, like... Gosh, I can't remember exactly where they're in, but, yeah, she's kind of got to get him back and stuff, and it looked really interesting. Plus, it's really cool that it's based on true events. But, yeah, so, yeah, it's, just kind of intrigued me, and I really want to watch this. And Angelina Jolie has an accent here too. I'm curious how she plays that out because I only saw the trailer, so can't really judge it there. But yeah. All right, the next one. This is what's his name? I can't think of his name. That was God. I'm trying to think of this guy's name that was in this movie. I can't read it too. Damn it. Okay, whatever. I wish I could think of this guy's name because I've seen him in other stuff. 300. Now this was the movie that got stolen from me in the beginning, so I rebought it on Amazon because I ended up watching it a couple of weeks ago, and instead of friends, and I love this movie. It was ultra violent. It was violent, not violet, ultra violent, but incredibly awesome. I mean, the just freaking brutality that these guys had, the Spartans, are just, I mean, my God. And I know this isn't like completely historical accurate, so don't be like, oh dude, you believe in the movie? No, just this movie in general, they're brutal. I mean, there's a part where they're stacking bodies. There's like a big whole thing of them, and yeah, this movie's definitely unrealistic. I mean, no way could 300 have gone up against I think in the movie it was like 1 million people or something they're going up against. I don't even remember. It was just so many people, but I mean, the landscapes in this are incredible too on how they did that. I mean, it's probably green screened or something. Yeah, it has to be, but still, it was just so many people on set at once, and just some of the crazy stuff goes down in here. I mean, holy cow. I mean, there's just some this movie's boss on how incredibly awesome it is, and I can't wait to see how the 300 looks on HD, because I definitely want to watch this in HD. And then plus, all the Spartans did this workout I read that they all had bodies like that, complete six packs. Every single soldier did. I mean, they were all physically fit in this movie to the T. It was like Jesus Christ. But yeah, this was a fantastic, incredible movie. So much, it was just freaking brutal, but it was great. It was just incredible. I mean, there's a fucking beheading in there. I mean, it's like a father-son just fucking his son gets beheaded right in front of him. It was like, Jesus Christ. But yeah, I'm not gonna give it away. That was just holy shit. But yeah, so alright, going on. Next movie is some of the first. Okay, back when I got an HD, this is one of the first ones I bought. And this is the Clive Owens, Julianne Moore, and Michael Caine, Children of Men. And what this is about, I guess for $5 too, which is kind of a rip-off. Oh, yeah, it's combo format, but whatever. Okay, so going back, what this is about is in the future, women become infertile. And so his ex-girlfriend calls him up and tells him she's got this pregnant girl. First one in I think 50 years or something. I don't even know, it's crazy ass shit. But yeah, so then what they have to do is get her this boat of scientists, and so it's how people want to kill her and everything. I mean, they go through some mobs I've seen in this trailer. Just Jesus Christ. Oh, and no child has been born for, I think it says 16 years actually. 16, sorry, but it's 2027. But anyway, I mean, this movie was just, my God, was it crazy. And so yeah. And so the world's life expectancy was it looks crazy. But the world's life expectancy was the next 50 years before the human race died out. Alright, next movie, I just got this in a while ago. And, oh, by the way, that Shaun of the Dead, if you did watch that, the DVD I got, it was supposed to be HD, I returned it. So I'm going to get refunded. But yeah, the new comedy from the creators of Shaun of the Dead, speaking of that, Hot Fuzz, Simon Pegg, and Nick. Hot Fuzz with Simon Pegg, Nick Frost, HD combo format of, well, I said it, Hot Fuzz. And I got this off a friend's recommendation of how hilarious it is. I don't even really know. I just remember seeing the trailer and just laughing at some parts in it, and that's all I remember. So yeah, hopefully it's good. I'm gonna watch it soon. And I like Simon Pegg a lot, and Nick Frost. I saw him in Paul, hilarious as shit. And then Shaun of the Dead looks so funny too. All right, this movie. Now I'm not a big horror fan, but I don't really know why I watched this movie. It just looked really cool. And so Sean, Polly, can barely read the rest of these names. I got the unrated director's cut of Dawn of the Dead on HD. Now you're probably asking me why I just didn't get it on Blu-ray, because, well, I didn't feel like it, I mean, I've seen it everywhere on Blu-ray. It's too easy to get. And I wanted the HD. Oh shit! I thought there was no disc in there for a minute. I was like, what the fuck? What? No. It was popped out. Good. Oh, that scared me. I was like, no, I gotta return this one too. But actually, no, this movie just I watched this thing and it's really cool. I mean, I've never seen the original, and I've heard a lot of the people that love the original didn't really care for the remake, or did. It's been going either way. But I saw this movie on YouTube. They had it on YouTube, and of course it's about a zombie apocalypse, and just Jesus Christ, this movie was bloody and really gory. Like I thought this was actually worse than 300, to be honest. Like in my opinion, because it was just the like parts of the chainsaw, and it's just holy shit. I mean, it was pretty brutal for me to watch even, but it was incredibly. I love this movie. It was great. I love it so much, and I wanted to watch it again. But there's some freaking disturbing parts in this movie. I mean, literally, if you can't take it, do not watch it. There's freaking parts in here that will like mess you up. And if you've seen the movie, you know what I'm talking about. That one part, you know what I'm talking about. Alright, next movie I saw this a while ago. Vin Diesel's. Oh, and this is the unrated director's cut too. How cool. The Chronicles of Riddick. And yeah, this is including 15 minutes of never before seen footage. That's awesome. Thank you very much. And so Chronicles of Riddick is about the remake to Pitch Black, and it's about him. Shit, what the fuck does he do? It's about. I can remember Pitch Black like it was yesterday, because that was a simple concept. This one, oh yeah, he was taking back this guy's throne, and it shows how he does this and everything. He's in prison and he escapes, and it's really cool. Special effects are awesome. And when I watched this, I had the sound blaring too with my uncle. I mean, it looked good. Yeah, this movie looked awesome. Like just on DVD. I can't wait to watch it on HD. But yeah. All right, next one is Sylvester Stallone's Daylight, and it's something about people get trapped in the subway underwater, and then Stallone's like, I don't know why he goes down there, even though he knows he can't get out, just to show hope. And then yeah, that's all I know. Just a basic survival story. Look kind of cool. There's a buck or two. Thought why not? All right, this one. I'm not a huge fan of the movie. Really, I thought the movie was okay. It was too long for me, and I didn't really love the 30s concept of it. But excuse me. When I thought they were gonna remake it, I thought they were gonna remake it in like a now version, but whatever. So, but it was okay. And it's Peter Jackson, I believe, did this. I know what's his name was in here, the guy from School of Rock. Shit, he's into Tenacious D. What's his name? My God, I cannot think of anyone's name today. Whatever. He was, you know what I'm talking about, Tenacious D, and he was in all this School of Rock, and just hilarious comedian. He was in this too, and he plays an actual serious role for once in his life. Plays a director, and it's King Kong, and so yeah, and basically, if you probably a lot of people have seen this, it's, or have seen the original, which I love the original 30s one. That was great. I love that movie. But anyway, so this was King Kong was played by Andy Serkis too as well, just to let you know. Like he was in like a green suit or whatever. But yeah, so going back, this is about they find the ape because they hear about it, they find it in the Lost World thing, and then the girl and the ape kind of like have a connection, and then they capture the ape and take him back to the city. Excuse me, show him off and say, look what I found, and then the ape goes ape shit on the whole town. And then, if you can see, that's like on the frickin' tower, they're like he's killing planes. That was the coolest part of the whole movie. But yeah, so that was pretty good. And I've also heard that is one of the best looking HD DVDs ever. And I'm kind of curious if it is or not. Next one, Jamie Foxx, Beyonce Knowles, and Eddie Murphy 2-disc Showstopper edition. That's cool. Dreamgirls. It also includes introducing Academy Award winner Jennifer Hudson as well. And it's a Golden Globe winner for Best Picture, and I got it for $5 instead. of buying it previously for $7.95, like the other guy did. But yeah, so what's this about is a 60s soul group, and how they're like church singers, and then they go big. And I don't think this is based off of real events or anything, but it just kind of I know my mom saw it, and she said that it was decent. It wasn't great, but that was after I picked it up, so hopefully it's good. I'm not even sure. Just thought it might be able to change in what kind of movies I buy. This is Andy Samberg, I believe, is in here. Yeah, Andy Samberg, Hot Rod. Now this is about a high school stuntman, and that's all I know. It just looked funny. And I love Andy Samberg from Lonely Island. He's the freaking hilarious man. But yeah, that's all I know. It looked kind of cool. Next with Nicolas Cage, Julianne Moore, and Jessica Biel. And the only thing I know is what this thing says is if you can see the future, you can save it. That's all I know. Like, literally, this is one of the movies I got for $2. That the guy's just like, grab them all. So I did. Stupid me. But whatever. I got a good deal. So I don't even know if this is a good movie or what. I like Nicolas Cage, though, a lot. He's been in some really cool movies and everything. So yeah. Hoping it's good. Next movie here is this is one of the movies I also got right away with my HD player, and this is the 2-disc special edition of Transformers with Shia LaBeouf, yeah, I think that's what his name is. I like him, he's cool. But yeah, so this is all. It's also got a slipcover. It's the only HD DVD I have that has a slipcover. Which yeah, so what this is about is should I even explain this? I mean, so many people have watched this movie and know what this is about, or at least seen the comics. I mean, you know, if you don't know what it's about, you fail life. Like, you need to go home and watch this movie right away. Because I'm telling you, if you haven't, this movie was like, a lot of people hated on it. Like, a lot of people were like, oh, it was just okay. But the first one I thought was the best, and then the second one was alright, still pretty good, and then the third one sucked. The third one was terrible. I hated the third one. But yeah, but really, this is great. I saw this in HD and it looked fantastic. Megan Fox is in here too. So yeah, you gotta see that. All right, I have 3 more. Bear with me. Just gonna kind of go through these because it's like 30 minutes, and I'm surprised. If anyone's still watching, congrats to you. This is Battlestar Galactica Season 1. Now, I saw the original movie, and I only seen like half of the first episode. Looked pretty cool from what I saw. Kind of a little brutal, but that's cool. Beowulf, director's cut. One of the movies I got for $2. Got Angelina Jolie in there as well. I don't know who this guy is. Forgot his name. But it's actually a cartoon. Which kind of sucks. But I only seen part of it, and it was. At first, I wasn't really impressed because I know it was a cartoon. But now that I know it's a cartoon, when I watch it, I'm gonna be like, okay, maybe I can give this another shot. So yeah, I don't know. It's kind of boring, but maybe. And last one here I got, this was only because it was $2 and it was the combo format of The Last Starfighter. Never seen this movie. I know it's a classic. And all I know is that it's about this kid who plays this arcade video game, and then these aliens beam him up and tell him you need to be our starfighter. That's all I know, to save the race or something. So yeah, that's all I have, and that's 35. So yeah, thanks for watching.